TV, like it, comment it, na share my videos me for me. It's an some song for Mary go me time of just to say the latest update. And now maybe be ever done when I'm on so much or your comment section. I say Eddie am I. Now any day I may know say the Enya Baba ko Eddie Simbi Abetuja HSA. Send your NDC for SCA or Moniama NDC for a tro and sema ubu a cham. Obusia any enya eno NHS Ayillah abamon say so. Eddie in Sembi Abetuja. Mesa on rainbow room na yokoti in Sembi be ember.
I think the budget that Ato Forson read, honestly speaking, I think it comes to a lot of Ghanaians as Medofwa Dadame. We've seen that what they preached to us, the message they sold to us, and we, accepted and voted for them, is not actually what they are doing. And we think that we have given the NDC, a lot of goodwill to the extent that now they are misbehaving without them knowing that they are truly misbehaving. Because your budget says more than what your, the campaign that they did in 2024. The campaign said one thing, and the budget is saying one thing. Because if you look at where their money is going, there you should know where their interests lie. Their interest is not to give the Ghanaian any employment. That is not their interest, because the figures are telling us that this is not the interest of the government of NDC. Their interest is to come and enrich themselves. For instance, the budget, they are telling us that Ghanaian workers are to be given just a paltry 9% in the form of salary increment, which is very poor. Ask the Ghanaian, worker to see whether this 9% they are proposing is anything to, write home about. Meanwhile, you have the same government paying they call them what? Aides. Are they aides or whatever the
presidential staffers?
Yes, the presidential staffers are being given a salary increment of over 60%. Now, we are talking about people who are already enjoying over 10,000 Ghana cedis. I don't know how much they are taking anyway, but I know it is more than 10,000 Ghana cedis a month, plus other things that they get in addition to whatever they get at the end of the month. And these are the same people you are showering them with 66 or 67% salary increment for them. And you are telling Ghanaians that take 9%, it is fine, take it. Why is it that when you were looking for the vote, you did not go to only your presidential staffers to vote for you to win? You went to the ordinary Ghanaian, deceived them that you were coming to give them better than what the NPP gave them. But today, look at what you are giving them, 9%. It is a shame. Whoever proposed the 9% or whoever endorsed this 9%, that person must bow his or her head down in shame, because the Ghanaian deserves better than this. You came explaining to them that we are coming to institute a 24-hour economy. Now let's ask ourselves how much money they are pumping into the 24-hour economy that you and I and the children of our brothers and sisters will benefit. How much are they putting there? And you realize that they just pumped in something, how much is it? They gave us 90 million. 90 million Ghana cedis. Now ask yourself, if the girls, that policy where they are going to buy parts and give to girls, which we don't know who is going to supply. In fact, I think it is just work for the girls or boys in their party. They just want to do something to represent something to give the girls parts. But look, are you aware that the NDC has even exchanged the books we used to give to students at senior secondary schools with the pad? Are you aware? The books that cost not less than 150 Ghana cedi for one subject at senior high school, that the NPP used to give to all these students. The NDC came and decided to take all these things away from them and to give them just part.
Are you referring to the textbooks?
The textbooks that we give to learners to learn.
In secondary school?
In secondary school. Now they are asking these kids to go out there and buy the books. When Nanado Danko Ekufuado and Bawumia government was giving these students books for free, giving them uniforms for free, giving them furniture. Now you have decided to come and take away all those things and to substitute it with just a pad. Ask yourself, if those monies were rather used to push the 24-hour economy, where they have allocated 200, how much is it? Let me come in. They allocated 292 million in their budget. What if you added that 292 million to the, the 90 million Ghana cedis you are giving for the 24-hour economy to create more job opportunities for their parents? Are you telling me a parent cannot afford to buy a pad which costs about 10 or 15 Ghana cedis for the child? And Ghanaians are sitting down for the NDC to take them for a fool. I think there is time for everything, and at the right time, Ghanaians will definitely rebel, because I know Ghanaians are not the type that you just push back and they will stay down there. No, they will really rise up, just that they will give you some time. And so I will only advise the NDC that the time the Ghanaian is giving you, use it wisely. A time will come, they will use it against you. And whoever drew this budget and decided that, look, the 133 quotations we made that gave us the power, which of course, per the Afrobarometer's report, says that the average Ghanaian wants to rather be resourced to work rather than even working for government. If they didn't see this from Afrobarometer, and they didn't also remember their 133 that they themselves quoted to the people of Ghana, then I think the NDC must bow their head in shame, because the Ghanaian, as I said, deserves better. Now, let's go back to Gold Board. Look at the amount of money they are giving to Gold Board. They are giving Gold Board 297. You see, one of the places where the government has resourced so well ever since they came into power is the Gold Board. And I know at the right time, the NPP will call the Gold Board to come and account to us, because the monies they are pumping there, it's too much.
You will also do around with Gold Board?
I don't know what we will do, but I know definitely that they will account, because we have actually, prosecuted people and have found them guilty of, stealing from the coffers of Ghana. And I know, and I have a lot of confidence in the NPP, that when we come back, we will make sure that they pay and they account appropriately to the people of Ghana. Now, if we go back to their so-called Medofwa Dadame budget that they went and submitted on the floor of Parliament, you see clearly that the NDC lost their way. They lost their way and decided to depart from their own manifesto promises to the people. Now you look at the NDC and you realize that even the man they have put in charge of labor, what is this man?
The Minister of Employment and Labor Relations.
Yes, this man has a penchant of not being able to see beyond his nose how to create a job. I'm saying this unapologetically because there are a lot of people who are hungry, desperately looking for job opportunities. Just some few weeks ago, we went and buried about 7 people who died as a result of looking for jobs at Elwak. This man came and told the people of Ghana that, look, we shouldn't rely on government for employment. Who should we rely on? Has he forgotten their own manifesto promises to the people? Has he forgotten their own manifesto promises to the people? I am disappointed in him.
Honorable Rashid Pelpo.
Very, very disappointed in him.
Can I ask a question? I mean, briefly before you go on.
Sure.
Is it not the case for the government to provide an environment for the business community, that's specifically the private sector, GUTA, trade forwarders, exporters and importers, to try and employ more people than the government itself employing people to the payroll?
Right. And as I said already, even Afrobarometer points out to this same fact you just mentioned. So now they have given you a roadmap to solving the problem. Why are you not implementing whatever you have been told to do? The people of Ghana are even telling you that, fine, take your jobs, but just create an enabling environment for us. And you have people who have a history of telling the youth of Ghana that, look, go to the roadside, look for stones, gather those stones, go out there and sell, you will make money. Find out from him whether his children are looking for stones to put by the roadside and sell. Are you telling me that because my mother sells cereals in Bolgatanga market, I don't have a future? Is that what you are telling the Ghanaian youth? Are you telling that small boy who is in school right now, trying to buy lecture books, trying to pay accommodation, that look, all these things you are doing, all these suffering that your mother is suffering to put you through tertiary, it will result to nothing, because I will tell you that go to the bush, cut, what do you call them? Trees down, dry them up, send them to your village, whatever square, and sell. What are we doing to the youth of Ghana? Even the words to speak, you know, to bring life to the spirit of the youth, you don't have it as a leader. If you don't even have the money to create the enabling environment, are these the words you should let out of your mouth? When your children are sleeping in AC chilled rooms, your children don't know what hunger is. Your children don't even have to think about where their next meal is coming from. In fact, your in-laws are not even thinking that, oh, I have to go and beg any politician, because they know they have an in-law who will help them. So who comes to help the ordinary Ghanaian who knows nobody? Who has nobody who is influential? I'm disappointed in him. He's supposed to be a seasoned politician. He's supposed to be very much aware of the challenges of the ordinary Ghanaian. And he's supposed to speak to the souls and to the dreams of these young people. But unfortunately, his words pierced my heart. His words shattered the dreams that some of us had, that even if our brothers are occupying positions and we go there, they can help us. This morning, I'm not a happy person. I remember when I saw it, first thing I went on social media, Facebook, and I made a comment about it. What will be my use if one day I'm given opportunity to occupy position, and I occupy that position and not perform? In basic science, they tell us that matter is anything that occupies space and has weight. Do you have weight? Do you bring weight to that position you are occupying? That's the question they should be asking themselves.
Right.